Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to White Day, a labyrinth named School. Previously, we completed new building, uh, made one backup save right after the kind of final confrontation with you and me, the live version of it, of course, because she's dead now, and we'll see the ghost version soon. And we are going to press on into the auditorium and start going for those, going for those endings. So let's get to it. Okay, so remember that backup save, we're going to need it for the final ending, but before we go, we're going to use this box over here. That'll trigger one particular ending, the last one we're going to get on this first kind of run through, and then we're going to come back to this location, and we're going to skip that part and go right towards the ending. So, let's get to the auditorium. It's funny that such a simple decision can be so, or have such massive impact on the ending. But it'll make sense in the end, I think. I don't think we really need anything. Well, we gotta do the lights. Of course, instead of So Young being on the stage, Ji-hyeon is now there. Make a quick backup save. We're gonna have to run the gauntlet here a few times. Oh, that's really funny. Sorry, my mind thinking things. So we're gonna have to deal with Yumi's ghost, of course, same as we did in the first playthrough. But that's all. We don't have to deal with the labyrinth of the bottomless pit this time because we're not going to get to that point. So let's do this.
What happened? Did you save my life?
Okay, so this is really going to be our determining factor in what ending you get in relating to Ji-hyeon. We want to make sure to stay here and take care of her because that's going to be one of our options. But initially, we want to do, are you okay? Did you get hurt? So, right.
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry.
She's so cute.
I'm sorry. I don't think that I can walk right now. My ankles hurt. I'll wait right here. Can you go and find Sungha? I'm scared for her.
I love how sheepish she gets. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? It's not safe for you to be alone. So you want to go with um, the right option here. Kind of, we're maintaining affinity here. This is all we're doing.
I think I'm alright.
And here's your branch between the two characters' endings. Tend to Ji-hyun's ankle goes towards her ending. Go find Sung-ah goes towards her endings. So, tend to Ji-hyun's ankle.
Oh, it's alright. Wow, it feels a lot better. This is great. Where did you learn to do this? Do you want to sit? The others are fine too, right? I hope they come before long. I really want to get out of here. Wow. I wonder what kind of light this is.
All right, so that was the first of two endings for Ji-hyun and the first of four endings for Sung-ah's route. Again, that's why it's often referred to as Sung-ah and Ji-hyun's route. But really, it's about following So Young or Sung-ah. So that's Dandelion. That is I'd say the more positive of the two endings. I'm going to jump back in and run the gauntlet and just do that all over again and meet you back at that dialogue decision because that's going to make or break the ending in terms of which way you want to go. So I'll see you on the flip side.
What... what happened? Did you save my life?
Alright, so basically if you just make the opposite decisions here, you should be able to drop affinity enough to get the alternative ending with her. So I think it's all over now.
Really? Can we finally get out of here? I'm sorry. I don't think that I can walk right now. My ankles hurt. I'll wait right here. Can you go and find Songa? I'm scared for her.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
It's okay. I've always been alone anyway.
And so, kind of a fickle way to get a change in an ending, but unless they've changed something with the PS5 version, but let's find out.
It hurts. Really, I'm all right. Come on, let's go wait outside. I'm sure that they'll join us soon. This place, I'm so sick of it.
I love that little follow-up scene there. Um, if you don't follow So Young's route and you don't pay close enough attention to the details and the stories and whatnot, um, this is where things are going to start to get interesting. So that was the second ending for Ji-hyeon. Like I said, kind of a fickle way to get one, I think. I don't mind her endings, but if if you're at this point with me and you should have seen the So Young routes, and if you know the ending, um, what's going on right now is not optimal. So, um, in order to get to get Sung A's endings, 'cause now that we have Ji Hyun's endings, we still need to get hers, of course. It's basically doesn't really matter what you say to Ji Hyun at this point. You just need to not tend to her ankle and go looking for Sung A instead. Um, the main thing about her endings is going to come back to the tape. So remember the tape. We deposited the tape when we were in new building, so we're gonna kind of follow through with that this time. So I'm going to run the gauntlet again and get us back to that decision set with Ji Hyung. So again, see you on the flip side.
What happened? Did you save my life?
All right, since these decisions do not matter, let's be nice to her. Just because I want to be nice to her, because I like Ji Hyun. Are you okay? Did you get hurt?
Yeah, um... I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I don't think that I can walk right now. My ankles hurt. I'll wait right here. Can you go and find Sungha? I'm scared for her.
It's not safe for you to be alone.
Well, I think I'm alright.
And here's our branch. Go find Sungha. I can never remember which way to go. That's not the right way, is it? It's not. There we are. So all we gotta do is go to use the token, and we're good.
Hey, Heemin! You're okay. What a relief. Did you find Ji-hyeon? Hey, can I have one of those candies? You can't give them to her now, can you? Stop. Let's just leave. We don't need that anymore. Look. It's open. What's wrong? Don't you want out? What are you looking for? Hey, Heemin. Can I have another candy?
Personally, I find that to be a little creepy. And if you haven't played So Young's route up to that point, you're probably thinking, what's going on? What is she? So, in order to get our final ending, because that was our third of four endings and our first of the two Sung-A endings, we need to go all the way back to New Building where I made that backup save. So let's meet there. I was going to say, I don't know if we really need to do that, but let's do it anyway. Let's meet there. Okay, so we are at the wrong save. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're back in New Building prior to dropping the tape in this box. So remember, you need to hold on to this tape. That was what triggered that ending for us. This time we're keeping it. So otherwise, we just want to make our way back to the auditorium, run the gauntlet one more time, basically make the same set of decisions that we just made, and we're going to get a new ending for that. Can you tell why? That's the trick of the trade here. What's really going on here that's causing the shift? if you followed So Young's route and you know what's going on, you could probably guess why the ending there has changed. The one thing I can't answer at this point is what exactly happened to He-Min because of those events playing out the way they did. I mean, other than the obvious, but we'll talk about this on the flip side. So let's meet back again at that dialogue set.
What happened? Did you save my life?
As with the previous, I'm going to be nice to her before we depart. So, are you okay? Did you get hurt?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I don't think that I can walk right now. My ankles hurt. I'll wait right here. Can you go and find Sung-ah? I'm scared for her.
It's not safe for you to be alone.
Well, I think I'm alright.
Go find Sung-ah. Wait, did I do it again? I did it again. Wrong door. So same thing as last time, of course. Drop the token in the slot, or go to do it, and see what happens.
He-Min! Hey, He-Min! He-Min, wake up! What you looking for? It's fine. It's all over. But I think that Ji-hyeon is hurt. Let's go outside and try to call for help. Come on. What's wrong? Aren't you coming?
Don't leave! I'm still in here! Can you hear me? Please don't go! Here! I'm here! Here!
What's wrong? What is it? Something wrong? Then let's hurry up and go.
Please don't leave me here! Please! Oh, please! Not young.
So that was a thing. Let's reconvene on the main screen so we can go and check out the ending collection and we can talk a little bit about what just happened. How's that sound? All right, so before we start talking about the endings, I just want to say several times, I think once including in my original walkthrough, I died in the auditorium to the fire because I like fell asleep. I've played this so many times I like actually fell asleep in that moment. Anyways, let's go to the collections. So, with those four endings that we just got, we now have the seven kind of clear game endings plus the death ending. So all eight of kind of the main story endings. We still have two to go for G-Min. And of course, if you follow the names of the endings, they're all the first eight are all named after flowers. I think you might just mean death, but the others are all named after flowers. And if you read the first letter of each flower, it spells out White Day up to G-Min, which of course Jasmine and Marguerite are for G-Min. So just to point that out. So with the two Ji-Hyun endings, you have of course Dandelion and Althea, and then with Sung Ah we have Tuberose and Ebony, which are the last two we just got. And um, let's take a step back and kind of consider what we learned from White Chrysanthemum, Hyacinth, and Ivy. White Chrysanthemum, more importantly, because we got the full truth out of it. But I guess any of those endings, it doesn't matter. We learned, the story of what was going on here. That Sung Ah was preparing to basically take over a human body and go back out into the living world. That was the whole goal that she was trying to obtain. And she was originally trying to do that through the music teacher slash the night duty teacher, and which was going to perform the kind of the ritual, break the barriers, so to speak. And then she wanted to body jump to Na Young, who was her friend prior to her dying in the fire, dying of the asthma attack in the fire. And then, of course, her mother was the one kind of helping orchestrate it, because of course she wants her daughter back. And so we kind of learned all that, but in the So Young route, you are basically thwarting her plans. So you're getting to the truth and stopping her from being able to do this. And if you follow Sung Ah's route, which I think is the more likely route that most people follow, because why would you leave her behind? Unless you knew something, of course, right? Why would you leave her behind and go after the noise in the first place, or So Young in the second? Um, so if you follow Ji Hyung's endings, we know from that kind of split scene point after her ending that somebody walks up and picks up the talisman, which of course I would assume is Sung Ah. But of course Sung Ah, I don't know if she finishes the body jump in that sense, if she can, because we didn't break the barrier. So if the person who picked up the talisman wasn't her, it had to have been somebody else to break the barrier. Um, I don't. That's not really a. There's really no conclusion to what happened there, but I would assume it just failed. She didn't make it out. So kind of, I think, a better alternative to what happens otherwise. Then you have her endings, Tuberose and Ebony. And if I think Tuberose is the one we get for dropping the tape, Ebony's the one we just saw. But if you drop the tape is her on the recording dying in the fire. I'm not entirely sure if this is what was intended, but my assumption is that by dropping that tape, it somehow messes up her plan to take So Young's body. And so instead, she traps you in the school to be with her, stuck with her essentially, or just stuck in the school in general, kind of feeding off you in a way. And if that's the ending you get the first time, that's probably where you're going to start questioning what she is, because it's creepy. And then if you don't drop the tape, you break the final barrier, and she takes over So Young's body and leaves with you. And So Young ends up trapped in the school in her place. Which is why, like, if you see that for the first time and you don't know the true story because you didn't follow the true path or didn't read the story, or not the true path, but the path towards the truth. So the truth path, not the true path. Like, you have to go that way. Um, you don't know the full events, and so he doesn't experience the labyrinth. He doesn't experience the bottomless pit. Um, he actually leaves with her because he hasn't figured it out. And so when So Young shows up at the end, it's not actually So Young, and he can tell something's off. You can see it in his facial expressions, but there's no one there to say otherwise because she's trapped in the school and he's already out. So So Young gets what she wants, what she wanted. She leaves, and she leaves not in the body she originally wanted, which was Na Young's body. She leaves in the body of Na Young's younger sister, So Young. And so that's the alternative endings you can get to what we did the first time. And of course, we now have a complete series of endings for the ending collection towards the main story, which is 20% of the core story collection. To get the rest, of course, we have to complete the game on every difficulty. But it's just kind of a rinse and repeat. Other than hell difficulty, that changes things a little bit, but in due time. The last thing we have to do then is really get um, the unlockable character, G-Min, get her endings, and we can kind of see a different take on this. So these characters were all in the original game, except for Ji-Min. She is a new add-on to this, and I think her story is really interesting and adds on an interesting take. The thing that also kind of I find interesting is that you have to follow So Young's route to get access to her side of the story, which I think is really cool. So um, I'd be curious, if you've played this before and, you're just watching this for the fun of it. What did you get for your first ending? I already knew the endings when I first played it, so I kind of knew what to expect. I was more or less trying to figure out the puzzles for myself based on the minimal information I could remember from watching other people do it before that. And that shows. I think that goes to show how good the game is. If you can watch it and think, "Hey, I want to do that," you know, many accolades to the developers for that, right? That is how I get into a lot of games, though. So, and I think that's a good place to end this episode. So we have officially completed all of the endings for the main story. Um, that kind of completes the main portion of the game. So, to recap, we got to see the events that play out if you follow Sung A's route or Sung A and Ji-hyun's route, which leads to some alternative endings for the story we know from So Young's route. And I think the endings to this are a strong selling point. I think I think Ji-hyun's endings can be a little bit lackluster in terms of storyline, but I do like Ji-hyun. So, to me, her character felt very plot devicey. I do like her though. I think she's an interesting character, and so that's that for the main story. Next time, we are going to be tackling Ji-Min's route, which is quite different from the main story. So quite different. But like I said, also I like to think that the true ending to the story is kind of an amalgamation of um, So Young's route and Ji-Min's route because you have to follow it up to a certain point. But I don't know if there was any original intent on which one was supposed to play out as the true one, and I imagine it was not supposed to be that way. I think it's supposed to be up to how you play the game. What was your actual ending, or what's your preferred ending? One way or the other. with that being said, let's close things out. Close things out for the night. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.